Hey you guys, it's your girl Creative Solutions. So we in here. So I'm about to kick off the show. But it's been a while since I've been live. So I'm gonna hit you guys with a song. So yeah, let's get into this.
Let's get it.
Love you. Oh, we in here. They call me. They love me.
Hey, so we are back. Hey Chanel. So I was like, give me two shots and I'm back,
Hey.
So
I put on
yeah,
my
so
shades because I feel like being shady. This might be a
well,
shady
you do
zone.
feel like being shady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got two topics today. We're gonna talk about this blue therapy. And we're gonna talk about can being a hero in the relationship hinder one's development. So I think these are really good topics. What about you, Chanel?
I agree.
Okay, before we get into it, Chanel, did you watch Blue Therapy?
I did.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, Biggie, I was like, girl, you gotta watch it. If you guys haven't watched the show Blue Therapy, you guys gotta get on it. Because if you're looking for a relationship and you're dating out here, if you watch the show, it will show you that if you don't stand on your principles and if you don't voice your opinions, you will end up in relationships, right, that are not fulfilling. And the
Mm-hmm.
other person don't know what you're going through. They don't understand nothing. So this was a really, really good show. So, but we about to delve in every relationship, and we're gonna give our input. Okay. So,
Let's
did you
get
watch
it.
the full season or no?
I think we watched 4 episodes. I don't remember how many the seasons. I mean, how many episodes there are in a season. But
Okay, that's good. That's good. So,
yeah,
let's add them to the stage, as you can see.
let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I remember them. I remember them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is the first. Let me see. Can I do this? Is this better? Okay. So this is the first couple, right?
I don't
Their
think they were the
name.
first couple though.
They're not the first couple.
Oh, you're saying that's the first couple for us. Okay, got it.
But no, we could jump to the first couple.
No, go ahead. Do your thing, boo. I'm just sorry.
Okay. So, all right. So let's get into this one right here. So I think their names are. I forgot. Oh yeah. So their names are Mike and Yasmin.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike and Yasmin is two couples together. So Mike, on one hand, Mike has money issues, and it's to the fact that he has like I don't know how to say. He has a lot of internal things when it comes to money from childhood and things that he's struggling. And Yasmin, his partner, she is unknown to any of this. It got to the point where this man lost his job, gets dressed up and act like he's going to work when she's leaving the house, circles back and comes back home. And he couldn't tell his wife that for 2 months. He had to come on this show to break it to her. So,
You know what? So he also says about his woman or baby mama, wife, life partner, whatever it is that they're doing, because I can't remember, that she's basically perfect to him. He's like, I've never been more happy. This everything has been blissful, essentially. Because me and my husband were watching this, and when we were watching it, I understood what he was going through. Like, I get it. I don't think it's right what he did and all that,
mhm.
hiding his debt from his wife and whatnot, but I fully understood it because I've lost my job. You know what I'm saying? A few times. And my husband hasn't been he ain't never treated me no type of way or, made me feel no type of way or nothing like that. Cause he's a man, let's be clear. But I could understand the disappointment of not wanting to go tell the person that you're in a relationship with that you lost your job. I don't necessarily understand getting dressed up and going to acting like you're going to work, but I think his perspective was the way our society sees him, culturally, how he sees himself. He's supposed to be making the most money. And his wife, if I'm not mistaken, makes twice as much as he makes. So
Mm-hmm.
he's already probably feeling a type of way, and wants to, if somebody makes double what you're making, you're not going to ever be on their level if it stays that way. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand how internally he might feel that way, but I didn't. You know what? I will say this: I didn't get why she was so angry.
Mm.
I didn't understand it. I could understand feeling disappointed, feeling like you're not supposed to be keeping things like that from me, but like you're angry because something horrible happened to me, and I didn't want to tell you because I was so embarrassed, and whatever. And then what if he felt like, well, I'm gonna find a job in the next month, so I ain't even really got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it was all the way the worst thing. But what did you think?
So my thing was, it was like I kind of felt like he was gaslighting his partner Yasmin.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, cause he make cause he was like, cause she was explaining to him, like, he was saying like, oh, I when I go and I buy perfumes, I like to buy this and that, and she's like, no, he buys like 3 or 4 or 10 of them at a
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, I don't even want to hear what she got to say. She's treating me like a kid,
She was.
like. Like you can't do like fuck shit and then turn around and get mad because somebody pointed it out. That's
I
gaslighting as hell. That's like allow me to do what I'm doing, but don't tell me nothing.
I agree, but I agree with both people. I do think how she was speaking to him was like he was a child, but I think he was doing childish bullshit. But I'm an adult,
Exactly.
so don't talk to me like I'm a child. Even if I'm wrong, don't talk to me like I'm a child. So I get
Good
what you're
evening.
saying, but I also understood where he was coming from. But
Good
What do you want to
evening.
add, Vagato?
No, I just want to say to you good evening and to ask
hey,
what is the
good
topic
evening.
today?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The topic today, we're talking about this TV show called Blue Therapy Review. And basically they sit down with these various couples, it's mostly black couples. They sit down with them and they go over their relationship problems and they see if they could fix them by going to therapy. Because some people might be I'm
Like
telling my
Dr.
partner
Phil?
the way I feel, but they're not understanding me. So that's why they're going to therapy. And we're just
Like Dr. Phil?
dissecting if it works, huh?
Like Dr. Phil show?
Mm,
No, this is Blue Therapy on Netflix.
but it's like
Okay.
going to couples therapy with whatever your primary issue is or your presenting problem, and there's a therapist there to kind of like talk to you about it and
Yeah.
like be the
Well,
mediator.
I'm
That's
not in
really
a
what it is.
relation, so I'm not going to go to that therapy.
Why?
I said I'm not in a relationship right now, so I'm not
Oh,
going
okay.
to go to that kind of
I got
therapy.
you.
Okay,
You
so
ever
we're
been in
just
a
watching
relationship?
it so we can learn from,
Okay.
their
Okay.
relationship dynamic. Because there's a lot to learn from this.
Oh.
And I felt like he was going like she's very open
Mm-hmm.
and she's understanding, and it's almost to a fault. A little bit. You don't think so, Chanel? It's like he doesn't understand how open and she is, and she's still there to help him and understand him, and he's taking that for granted.
I think that I wouldn't necessarily say, okay, so I think it's complicated and I think it's layered. I think if you listen to what he says about his background and growing up very poor and whatnot, and when you grow up that way, sometimes you could come out one or two ways. You could come out being very money conscious, meaning I'm going to be strict with my money. I'm save all my money because I don't ever want to be broke again.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could come out like, I was so poor, I'm going to stun on bitches. And to me, that's what he's done. That's why it's like, oh, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to buy that. To me, he's just doing it excessively because you don't need 17 different perfumes or colognes or, whatever the case may be. He's not. So that's, to me, that's one of it. That's one part of it. He hasn't matured to realize,
Yes. Hold
okay,
on. Another part when I was watching it is like, so she buys food for the house. She's
mhm.
doing the wifely thing. This dude gonna go on the side and buy organic fruits and vegetables and beef.
There's
And
nothing
it's
wrong with
like,
that. Come on, Craig.
huh?
There ain't nothing wrong with him buying organic food.
But
Stop.
it's like she buying already for the house. Why don't he go to her and be like, I would like for you to buy these type of things. Don't go on the side and
because
buy some shit on the side. That shit right
because
there,
I'm gonna tell you
that out, yo, that's a cuss out happening in the house for me. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have a husband that's just like what you talking about, which
Mhm.
is I'm gonna buy what we need, right? Versus what I would like to eat. Like this is why my husband can't go to the grocery store with me right now. We've been married for 20 years next month, right? But this ninja cannot come to the grocery store because if I put something in the basket, he'll be like 25 years ago. He'll be like, well, do you need ninja? If I put it in the basket, clearly that's what I need. Stop trying to micromanage what I'm buying. So if I want organic grapes or organic milk or whatever, why can't I buy it? I get what you're saying, creative. You're saying if I'm going to go to the grocery store for us, the family, the kids, us, then just tell me what you need. That's fine if you're going to then buy it. It's not fine if you're gonna try to tell me, well, we don't really need crescent rolls, and I don't know if we really. Yes, we do. We do because that's what I would like.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So you
If
see,
I
I
may
so
say, um, if I may say, some of the stuff that you that was mentioned, you can, if you have a yard, then you can grow some of the stuff you mentioned.
I love it.
God, hope we not on that. But
If
I'm
you have
with
a
you there
yard,
because I'm starting my garden right now too. But we in this
seriously.
century where these people are kind of like well off.
I think it would
And
be wrong if like if she went grocery shopping, asked him what he wanted or whatever, and then he still went behind that and bought some other stuff, or if she went grocery shopping and was like, because you lost your job, we need to cook at home, and then he's still trying to buy Uber Eats. Then yeah, we got a whole ass problem.
yeah, hold on, let me shout out the chat before they think I'm ignoring them. So
Hey,
what's
Chef.
up, Tiffany Starborn? Uh, WR10. I don't know what that is, but what's up? What's up, Candy Cane?
Hey, Candy.
You know we love Candy Cane over here.
We do.
And Vagato, and he
Definitely.
joined the panel. Vagato likes us.
Yes,
I'm messing with you, Vagato. But
I have
yeah,
some
so
short so why not?
mhm. So I seen like that whole thing, like that. I don't know what to say about that, but like it's like, dude, are you eating what we eat in the house? Like, why is she even cooking? And that's the thing that I have a problem with because these guys
Mhm.
be like, I want you to cook, I want you to clean, I want you to do all of this,
As
and
long as
and
you're
this,
willing to cook and clean, I'm willing. But go ahead.
huh?
I said, as long as you're willing to cook and clean, I'm willing. But go ahead.
Yeah, but they say
Of
all
course,
of
yeah.
this. And then this guy, he goes on the side and buy his own groceries to go. It's like the jokes write themselves. It's like,
I can't.
It
I
depends
still
on what
can't get
to
over
cook.
the fact that he did that. I'm sorry, but it's like
You gonna cuss your man out because he bought organic fruit?
I'm gonna be like, you could have conversate with me and let me know is that what you like, and I could factor that into what I'm buying. I don't want you to go and feel like you have to
So
do that. You know what I mean?
let me put my therapy hat on. A better way to say that, creative, is to say, "Hey, I didn't realize you wanted these types of vegetables or whatever it was he went to buy at the store. Just let me know next time, and I'll make sure to get it for you." Instead of cussing him out. And I know sunflower because you're a sunflower. That's what I'm gonna do. You creative is a sunflower. So I know sunflower over there will understand this. Hmm.
Yes, okay. I understand what you're saying. Say it in
Yeah,
a different way, but make it open so he's understanding.
right. Because think about it. What if he went to the grocery store? You didn't tell him whatever you wanted or whatever the case may be. He tried to call you, but you was busy, and he went and he got groceries. And then you still wanted some other things. Would you be mad? Do you think he should be mad at you because you had already went grocery shopping, even though he tried to reach out, but you was busy or whatever the case may be. He bought these groceries, and then you still went and bought some other stuff. He should be mad at you,
No, he shouldn't be mad because yeah, he wouldn't know what I wanted, if we didn't have that conversation. So
right?
that's what I was just like, the miscommunication in this is crazy. This is off the charts. So this one right here. Do I think it's workable? I think this relationship is workable, but I think he
100%.
needs to get over his insecurities when it comes to money or whatever it is that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
you said that you want your husband or boyfriend to cook for you. What is on the menu?
For me, I like seafood or breakfast food. Those are my two favorites.
You like what? Beef?
Seafood or breakfast food. So shrimp, lobster, crab, crawfish, that type of thing. That's gonna be my thing.
Lobster, huh?
Etouffee, gumbo. That's always gonna be my thing.
Oh, you like seafood? You're a big seafood lover.
Or
I love
breakfast.
sushi.
I don't really eat sushi unless like there's this one sushi spot here I eat sometimes, not a lot, called Blue Water, I think it's called. Anyway, they have like a lobster roll with like fried lobster on the inside. I could eat that. The problem with sushi is this big ass thing, and I'm supposed to put all of that in my mouth and chew. No, it's too much. I ain't doing it.
I like
Depends,
sushi, but I like it
sushi.
cooked. That's bad.
Right. I don't
Good.
like regular sushi.
Hey, Huscular and Muscular, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Hey, Mr. Muscular.
You know, I don't got the raps or the rhymes that he be dropping. He be on it.
Oh, I need to stream this to my channel. Hold on.
Salute, ladies. How are y'all doing today? And gentlemen,
We're doing good. How's your night going for you?
good. I just had dinner.
Oh, what did you
Okay.
have?
Bon appetit.
Of course. I
What
had
did you what did
spaghetti,
you cook? Oh, okay.
spaghetti, barbecue, and some peas.
Okay.
Green
Spaghetti
peas.
barbecue? Okay, hold on. Who makes spaghetti and barbecue? I'm confused.
I don't
Sometimes
know.
I do it.
I do it too.
Yeah.
Why? They don't go together.
I mean, if you don't put the meat in the spaghetti, you could like barbecue some chicken and you can make like some fire pasta that's
Y'all
like
don't-
I've
vegetarian.
seen people do it. I've seen people
Don't
do it,
listen
so I
to-
know she ain't lying.
Don't listen to Creative and Huscular Muscular. Don't do this, okay? They don't.
What do you mean?
What?
Nobody eats spaghetti and barbecue. Spaghetti. I can't. Barbecue chicken,
Go
ribs.
to a high-end restaurant. You'll see it.
I go to high-end restaurants. I ain't never seen no spaghetti on a plate with some barbecue. No.
Okay.
Whatever,
That's
girl.
just we just do it, you know. It's okay. It's
Because
okay.
y'all making rasta pasta and spaghetti. I can't.
That works too. I make pasta pasta.
Rasta pasta with some ribs. Okay.
Not ribs. I make
pasta.
like barbecue chicken or jerk chicken or something, you know.
But you know what? You from the island, so y'all do a different thing.
What
Anyway.
what spices you put in the pasta or in general?
I
Like
mean, rasta
garlic.
pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead, Creative. What were you?
Oh, pasta pasta. It
No, I
depends
asked
on
what
you can make
spices
it.
you put inside the pasta, my dear.
Oh,
And in
what
general.
spices? I mean,
Yes.
like garlic powder, some paprika, onion powder. You could put some of that in there. Some red chili flakes, parsley, the dried parsley, because it makes it look pretty. You could put some of that, and then you could put fresh. I like to put fresh ingredients, like fresh cherry tomatoes, like what else? Fresh parsley, fresh garlic. I like a lot of fresh ingredients.
Like I said, she's from the island, man.
Okay, when I do pasta in my apartment, I put in it curcum. How you call it in English? I'm not mistaken, you call it ginger. It's a yellow powder.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Ginger.
healthy and it's good to put in a pasta.
Okay, so you're
With the
talking like
spice.
ginger or turmeric, right?
Ginger. And
Ginger.
well, and sometimes I also use other stuff besides that. You know, pepper, paprika. I don't know how to. Just a second. I will give me a second. I
Okay.
will find how it goes in English. How you say paprika in English? Just a second.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next couple. So this
I'm
next
watching the video.
huh?
There's no video. I thought we were watching a video. No.
Oh no, we're gonna play a video, some ratchet video at the end, of course.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So we're gonna talk about this. This next couple is Debbie and Kelvin. And Kelvin is a restaurant owner and he just started and he's working long hours. And Debbie feels neglected and he's not spending time with her. But Kelvin showers her with gifts and, money and stuff. But Debbie is like, no, I need your time. I need your investment. And I think that's where they're clashing right now. And the thing that's crazy is Kelvin talked about how his mother worked all the time when he was younger and he never got the love and attention that he wanted. But now he's doing that in his grown adult age and he doesn't see it. So Chanel, what is your take on this?
I think that they should break up.
You think they should break up?
Yes. Because it's not gonna work. Okay, so part of his backstory is his mom is a chef or a cook or whatever, and she owned a restaurant for like 18 years or something, but then lost it during the pandemic. And then he was able to either save up enough money, whatever it was, and he was able to open it back up. So, and he used to work in the restaurant when he was younger. So that's a labor of love. Plus, it's for his mother. Nobody, that's the first woman you love, period. So even if she isn't the best person, it's the first woman you love. So he is not going to choose you over her. He ain't. So I might not say anything about it, but I'm saying you're not going to win that. So it's just easier for her to just move on and let him be him.
So there's no way that he could like compromise his schedule or like plan something?
No, because a restaurant, no matter who you are, you're going to live in that place. It's a fact.
So what if you do like, let's do date night at my restaurant, even though we can't spend time?
I don't want to do date night at your restaurant.
All right, so you said this is not going to work at all. They should break up.
No, because she's going to feel neglected, like you said. She's going to continue to try to love him through and support him, through and whatever else. She's going to try to do that. But she's saying to him already, yo, I need you. I want you. I like you. And he doesn't want to change it. And I'm not saying either of them are wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's not wrong for wanting to, pursue his dream as a chef and keep the restaurant open and whatever else. And she's not wrong for wanting to have a man that she loves spend more time with her. Nobody's wrong. I'm saying because neither people are wrong, nobody's really going to compromise enough to where both people will feel fulfilled. She's not going to feel fulfilled because she's having date night one night a week or 2 nights a week at his restaurant. That's not going to feel fulfilling to her. He's not going to ever want to close the doors of his restaurant. So she would be better moving on, and so would he.
Okay. I was hoping that they could work, but that is a possibility that it won't work. Because she's a little bit older. I mean, some women be like, I'll take the gifts and the money. But as you get older, that doesn't really mean much.
It doesn't mean anything at all.
When you really want the partner.
Yeah. When I love you, I need your time, your energy. And it's not to say you need some man to be sitting up under you. But if he's spending 80% of his time at the restaurant, that's problematic.
What say you, Huscular and Muscular? Okay.
Somewhere else.
Vagato, did you have something to add to this?
I just got in, so I don't know what's going on.
I have some problem with my microphone. Give me a second.
You see, I have to adjust his microphone, but I just came in. What happened? These two having marital issues, relationship issues? What's going on?
They're in a relationship where he has a restaurant that he helped reopen after his mom lost it during COVID, C-19.
Damn.
And he's a chef, right? So he's pursuing his dream. This is something he's done to also help his mom. He used to work in her restaurant, and the girlfriend is feeling very what's the right word? Neglected because he doesn't spend enough time with her. And so Creative is saying, can't they compromise? So what do you think?
I mean, if the man trying to rebuild his mama's restaurant, what's wrong with that?
No one's saying it's wrong.
Don't you think she should be supporting that dream or that desire?
She has been for 7 years.
For how long?
What restaurant is that?
She's been supporting him for 7 years, him and his dream.
Yeah, they've been together for 10. Yeah.
So
yeah, but what kind of?
How's she not being supportive?
What kind of restaurant is that?
It's just the restaurant. We don't know. I think it's probably not Jerry
Um,
or something. I don't remember exactly.
okay. I hope it's a good one.
Well, it was successful. His mom opened it and had it open for like 18 years, but C19
Mm.
closed it. Because like a lot of restaurants got closed during that time.
I
Oh,
don't know. I think if money would allow, maybe he could
too
hire
bad.
a manager or something so he could have a life outside of work. I don't know.
He would not only have to hire a manager, he would have to hire multiple managers, multiple staff, and then he would have to hire actual chefs that are going to cook food consistently and make sure it's the same every single time you go. You know what I'm saying? If
Hmm.
you want a successful restaurant, because it's a lot of money and most restaurants fail. It's just a fact. So that's why I was saying from the beginning, you got to live in that thing. You really do, and he knows it, and she knows it too. That's why she's saying you never around. And so he thinks he can just buy her affection. It's like, well, I know, you really want me around, but I'm gonna just go buy you, some $12,000 bracelet, and then you should be okay. And that's why I think their segment was kind of named, any other girl's dream, or something like that, because men still believe that if you just buy me, or that you can buy me, then it's all good. Yeah, I don't have to
No, it's
respect you
not.
by giving you money. I don't have to spend time with you as long as I'm giving you money. I don't have to. A lot of men still think that way.
That's crazy. So you're gonna buy her a gift, and in other words, just buy her something, and she'll shut the hell up, right?
That's
Yeah.
what he's hoping, but it doesn't work. She's saying, because she showed some Moncler type bracelet, which is very expensive bracelet, and she was like, "But I didn't wear it. I don't even wear it because I don't want you to think that I'm wearing that I'm happy about this." She not.
Yeah. That's 7 years and she's gonna leave.
Yeah, because you're standing in the way of the real man I'm supposed to be with.
That's true. Don't let your boyfriend keep you away from your husband.
Right. Exactly. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next couple. This couple, oh my god, yo, this
He is
couple is
so annoying.
off the fucking chain. This is what we deal with in this space a little bit.
She need to move on too. But carry on. Sorry. Go ahead.
Now, in this couple, we got Victor. I think he's white. Yeah, I think he is.
He's other. Mm-hmm.
He's other or whatever. So he grew up in Bulgaria, right? And we have Maria. She's black. She has a black family. But I think
I think she's
Victor,
Nigerian or
she's
something.
Nigerian. But I
Yeah.
think Victor was wasn't he like an orphan and he was adopted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's some backstory in there. And the thing is that Victor feels misunderstood in every scenario. I think he used that as a crutch. Like something happened to him in his childhood, and anytime you try to address a current situation, he goes back and says, "I always feel misunderstood. Nobody understands me, and that's my whole life." And then I'd be like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" Like, how can you understand that?
Creator is not playing with him.
But
Mm-hmm.
now they've been together for 7 years, and Maria wants to get married, but Victor is not popping the question. And they kept asking Victor why, and Victor kept saying, what did he says? He says, that's not what he does. He doesn't believe in
He
marriage.
doesn't see a reason to be married.
Yeah, he doesn't see a reason to be married. Chanel
Mm-hmm.
said it the best.
And he doesn't. And she should run.
He bought her a ring, 2 rings on her birthday, and it was almost like a promise ring. And she asked him, "Why did you buy me this ring?" He said, "To make her happy. It wasn't nothing, just to make her happy." And I was like, "What? What type of manipulation is going on here?" So he says, and every time they try to address them, he says he feels misunderstood his whole life. He can't reprogram himself to be different. And he's asking her, how is marriage going to change? How is their relationship going to change if they're married? And then her mom keeps telling her, you're giving yourself to a man that doesn't even want to marry you. And when this happens, he'd be like,
That
nobody
ain't
respects.
nothing new.
What you mean it ain't nothing new?
A lot of women give themselves to men that don't plan on marrying them. Some even go as far as
Facts.
having their kids. We see it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on,
As much as
muscular, muscular.
as
Okay.
much as people talk about marriage as an outdated concept, it's not necessary anymore. Are y'all gonna really fault men for following the same narratives? I'm not saying women created this. I'm just saying society as a whole has started this
Yes, I'm
mess.
faulting you for not doing better. Absolutely.
Yeah, because think about it.
How
They've
you
been
gonna
together
fault
for
me? I'm doing better for myself. I'm not gonna do
wait.
better for a woman that's not on the same page as me. Just saying.
Hold on, Husky and Muscular. They've been together for 7 years. They've been
Hmm.
content creators. They've been lovers. What more do he want? He's been with her for 7 years. He's seen her track record.
If it's been 7 years and that man ain't marrying you, I'm sorry. he ain't doing it.
And
I can
he's
see if
so
it was a
fucking
year, but
selfish.
7.
I want to hit him upside the
My
head.
question is, does she know what it is? Because maybe she signed up for it and she knew what it was, and now she's getting what she wants. Or is there more to this than meets the eye? Or do you feed her a bunch of bullshit lies about he's gonna marry her eventually? Which one is it? I need more context.
I think that, she probably felt because I think they both kind of vocalize that they're best friends. Like in every sense of the word, they love each other, they ride for each other. They're each other's person. They just have and value two different things. She values, and I think some women think this way, that once you're intimate with the guy, you start, you're in a relationship and you love them and all of that, and you feel that they love you. The natural transgression is marriage, because usually people, if they love each other, eventually want to make a family, so they want to have kids and things like that, right? But some people don't want that, and I'm not talking about that percentage of people, but for the most part, I do think women that want a relationship, once they find that guy and they've committed and all of that, they're not having sex with nobody else, dating nobody else. I think that's the logical expectation, is that you're going to get married. If you don't want to marry me, that's fine, but then leave me alone.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so I think with regard to him, like Creative was saying, he's setting his hat on, or resting his hat on. Well, I don't really care about family like that because I ain't have a family. Well, she has a family, and her family is important to her. And so that's why her mom and her sisters are friends. They're all kind of like, we like him too. I don't know if the family likes him, because they think that he's using her, meaning not using her for like, oh, I just don't care, but like he's never going to marry her because he doesn't find value in it. It's sort of like, my husband loves all kinds of technology. I like technology, but I don't love it. I like Chanel. I like Louis Vuitton. I like, what I'm saying? My husband, he doesn't mind having stuff like that, but he doesn't love it. He doesn't value it. So these people, which is why I think she should run, they have two different value systems. She wants something that he's never going to give her willingly. So if he does marry her, it isn't because he really wants to, it's because he feels obligated. And you don't want to be with somebody that don't really want you like that. Like they want to have sex with you. They want to have your energy around them. They want you around, but they don't really want to marry you. So move on. Find a guy that like,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's true.
Find a guy that values
100%.
you.
And you don't want to be in a marriage with somebody who don't like you.
Yeah. And he was
You
hurting her
really
feelings.
don't.
She had to get up and leave, I think, because she was crying. I was like, damn.
Yeah, she cried like 2 or 3 times. And he was like, this always happens. She
Heard
cried.
it all before. That's what he was saying in his head.
And he's like, they don't respect me. Motherfucker, like, yo, I want to
Get him,
bust his head
Creative.
open. I'm sorry. He just got me a little bit mad when he was saying that. Because I was like, you don't see how, like, what you're saying is, like, hurting her? Like, are you not human? What are you? Are you a psychopath?
He doesn't value marriage. So therefore, he can't relate to it.
And that's the thing. He should be the first person to value it because he was, adopted. So he should see the value in having a partner and having a family, somebody you can count on.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
not part of his value system, so he never gonna see it. And that's why I say she should run.
Hmm.
She not about to change her mind about how she feels about marriage, and neither is he.
Good point.
Thank you, Mr.
I hope you're safe, Agado. Agado said there's a siren. I'm in a shelter. So unfortunately, you probably won't hear me. I'll return to the shelter in 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
shout out
Shelter.
to the shelter child.
Well, hopefully you find somewhere nice and safe and, everything is good.
I love creative. You
Yeah,
see,
me too.
such a good
Me
person.
too.
Oh,
Okay, so that's this relationship. I really didn't like this combo. I hope she leaves him because she's still young. She could
and
find
pretty.
somebody.
Yep, yep. I thought all the ladies were pretty.
Yes. So this is the last couple I think I'm gonna touch on. What do you think about this couple? I think this couple has the most it's the most loving to each other.
They
They have
both
the
should
most
run.
hope,
They
right?
they both should run.
Why?
He kissing women, didn't tell her. She over here making play dates with other grown men. They need to run.
Re-
The problem is they have a baby.
But this happened when they was
Doesn't
broken
matter.
up.
It's a portrayal. And
So
this is the thing with the relationship that they have, meaning how they come at each other, how they talk to each other, what they think about each other. This situation between both of them is going to happen again. He's going to cheat on her. It's a fact. He's way too young and too cute. You know who he looked like? He looked like Eddie Winslow from the Family Matters. But anyway,
yeah, I was thinking that too.
yeah,
Yeah, he
I was
does.
thinking
he's
that
going
too.
to cheat because they're both too young, in my opinion. The problem is they have a child together, so they're always going to be connected. But he's going to want to venture out. Now, that being said, I do think he really loves her. I do think that. And I really do think she loves
Uh-huh.
him. They want to be together. It's just not going to work out. I'm telling you.
It's not. You think he's gonna cheat?
He is. Because when the child is about 12, he going to have a wandering eye. And she probably going to have another baby by then. It's going to be a whole ass mess. Yep.
Damn.
So
Because
they
men
should
don't like
call
to
it
keep their
quits.
penis to themselves. They like to spread it around. They do. It's a
Do you
fact.
think
Well,
Paul's
by
gonna mess
nature,
with her?
yes. But a
See,
good man with a good woman, he's gonna reserve that just for his woman.
good
And the woman gotta
men
find out the same
falter all
standard.
the
Yeah.
time.
So if he was a little bit older, like 35, do you think it will be a chance that it'll work?
You know that
I don't know.
song when they talk about how damn, is it a woman singing it or a man singing? I can't remember. But
Ignorance knows no age.
basically it's like it's like if you love someone, you don't treat them bad. I think who was
Hmm.
that singing that damn song? But anyway, he was
Why
talking
you treat me so bad? That one.
no, not that one.
No, if you
Because if
love
you love
someone,
someone, you just
you
don't
just
treat
don't
them
treat them
bad.
bad.
Right,
Oh,
it's a different
I
song.
feel so sad.
Exactly. But he talks in the song about how they've been together since their teenage years. And how, he messed up or whatever the case may be because he needed time and he didn't have it, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why when people unfortunately sometimes have children when they're young, they're not like stable in who they are yet and where they want to go and who they want to be with and all that, and there's a child involved. I think he felt forced because I don't think he wanted a child. He said, now I'm happy she's here and whatever else. I don't feel that way anymore. But at the time, he wasn't ready. And
Yeah.
she, I think, had a lot of what, women go through where, you out here. I feel like, listen, if you out here having unprotected sex, you're trying to get pregnant. That's just how I feel. It ain't changing over here. But I do think a lot of women, when that does happen, if they like the person, they're into him, they think he might be a good dad, all of that to the side, she may just be like, there's a soul growing inside of me. As much as I would love to respect the fact that you're not ready, I'm not gonna abort my child.
Yeah, because that a boy and a child that could mess a lot of women up. Like
It
I've
does mess
seen
a lot of
it.
women up. And
Yeah.
that's why it's annoying to me that people, get on these panels and act like they do it so callously. Now I'm not saying there aren't women that are like that, but I am
I am
saying
back.
I am
What
saying
I
that
missed?
hello?
Hello? What I missed?
You missed the whole lot.
You missed a
I
lot,
didn't
but
Yeah,
hear.
like we talking
yeah,
about this
yeah.
couple here, and Chanel was breaking it down for us because this is a young couple, and I thought they had the most hope, but Chanel has a really good point in them being so young. It might be a hindrance to their growth because they still want to wander outside and see what else is out there.
They
And
do.
it's
Isn't
not
that the
until
best?
you mature, right? Because
Mhm.
sometimes when you, because you know, I know what I hate. I hate when guys have a good relationship and then they go cheat. And after
Mhm.
they cheat, now they want to be faithful and now they don't want to mess with nobody.
Now
And
your
now
trust
they
is
want to
all
stay to
messed up.
themselves.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, now that you didn't betrayed me. What did Beyonce say in that damn song? I ain't sorry at the beginning of that poem. She said, now what are you gonna say to me now that you killed me? Okay. Like now that you what did she say? You killed me without a gun to your head. So basically what she's saying is you did this shit and nobody forced you to. You know what I'm saying? So you fucked me over for what reason? It doesn't make any sense. So that's why I always say it doesn't matter how cute you are, how fat your ass is, how slim your waist is, how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how accomplished you are, rich you are. None of that shit matters. If a person has an opportunity and they want to, they're going to.
like,
It's a
yeah.
fact. So thinking, oh, I'm gonna keep him if I do this, that, and the third. No. If that ninja wants to go out there and do that, he's going to do it. Just like she was sitting on this couch talking about how she was making, dates with some other dude. She just had the I would say strength to say, I ain't gonna do that to him.
How old are they exactly?
I think they're in their 20s.
Well, they look older.
No, they're in their 20s.
Well,
This
You're
isn't the
like,
greatest
nah, they
picture.
they look young. But don't
Yeah.
y'all think that that's
Well,
the best? Y'all think
it's the
21 is
best
too young to be
looking
trying to get
couple.
married?
Yeah.
Say that again, Hustler. What do you say?
It's 21 too
Do
young to
y'all
try to about getting
do
married.
y'all
Yes.
think
Yes,
early
it
mid
is.
20s is too young to be trying to get married? I
Yeah.
know
I think
motherfuckers. I know people that got married in their early to mid 20s and they're still together to this day. So I say maybe just for some people, best to get married while you're young. Don't wait till you're old and set in your
But
ways, balls deep
you
into
got to
your
be
career, and you
mature.
don't have time to date anymore.
Husky and muscular. We just talked about how, like Chanel said, like these men have wandering eyes, and sometimes
And
women emotionally. What do you mean? And
I'm saying not every man has a wandering eye at 23, 24, whatever the hell. Some of them do want to get married and start relationships.
wondering,
It's a
some,
new
what
advantage
does
that
that
maybe
mean?
you're old. Excuse me,
some.
sir?
What wondering eye meant? What do you
It
mean?
means you want to
he's
check
looking
out
at
other
other
people of
men.
the opposite sex.
Yeah.
It's a man looking at other women and a woman looking at other men. Yeah.
Oh, so you have a bit. So you love to do. So okay, I got you.
He's not saying he does. He's saying people like that do.
Yes, I know. I
Oh,
got not him. I know.
Yeah, so that's why Chanel is making she makes a very good point. That's why some men they got to get it out their system. Maybe they got to sleep with 100 women to realize that you're not gonna get anything from that, and then
That's
afterwards
not what the man upstairs wants, is it not?
say that
I don't
again.
want I don't want to throw religion too much into this, but that's not what the man upstairs wants.
I know, but these men like to argue on the piano and say it's in our nature. We're not supposed to be faithful. We're supposed to sleep with multiple women,
that's
and
bullshit.
Oh,
But yeah.
you
bullshit.
already know how they be talking
Hold
on
on a
here. Come
minute.
on.
Yes, it's in our nature to want to have multiple partners, but the infidelity aspect, nah, that's bullshit. That's a you problem. You can't stay faithful to your partner. Just saying.
Yeah. You said man upstairs. The only thing that he wants, that God wants, is according to the Bible, that he wants to have that a couple needs to have a son and a daughter. Besides that, not much.
When did they say you have to have a son and a daughter?
I swear to
From
I
what
God.
I know,
don't
What?
I
according
don't
to the
go by the
Bible, you need
Bible,
to
but
have a son and a daughter if you, in terms of how much kids you need to have.
I don't
Mm-mm.
get it.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
From what I
Where in the
know,
Bible does it
don't
say?
get. I'm not a religious person, so don't catch me on it.
Okay.
Also, said also said about men upstairs. God is not a man, but whatever. Yeah.
Well, then why do we say our
That's
Father?
That's what
yeah,
you
our
say.
father in
I don't
heaven.
say that.
Right. So in the Bible, we talk about God. We say our Father, like when you do the prayer, our Father, which art in heaven.
That's what you say. In here, we don't say. In here,
No,
we thought that God is not a man.
different cultures.
thank you,
Different countries look
Vogado.
at it
Vogado gives
differently.
some contrast.
So
I
what is
like the
God?
pushback.
Just an entity? He's not a person.
Yeah, God is not a person.
So Jesus was a man? No, he wasn't a man. Okay.
I
Was he
don't
not
believe in.
before?
I'm. If I didn't say so, I'm a Jew, not a Christian. So
Right,
that
but
doesn't work for me, my dear.
no, 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 no. I know. I'm not saying you have to believe in him. I'm saying he literally was a man.
If you are talking about Jesus, yes, Jesus was a man.
Right. And so if you believe in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible and they talk about Jesus in the Bible, he's the son of God. So if you're saying, not you personally, but I'm saying if the consensus is that Jesus came from God, we just gonna go with God as a man. I'm just saying. But
Well, when I said the Bible, I meant the Old Testament, aka the Torah, but whatever.
okay.
Makes sense to
Yeah,
me. But yeah.
yeah. Believe in what you want to believe, whatever.
Absolutely.
Eh,
So,
yeah, let and
so,
let live, like they say.
so can this relationship work?
No,
You don't have any
I
hope in it?
seriously doubt it.
no. Because
I
they can't
I
still,
hurt each other.
seriously
And
doubt it.
let's just say I could concede to he may not cheat again. Maybe because he seemed that he really felt bad that he broke her heart, right? Or she at least was crying. She still was being a bitch to him. She's like, I don't care about what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like she's so pissed about
yeah.
it. I can't see her like I feel like the way she speaks to him is horrible. But the other reason, the biggest reason I don't think it's gonna work is because she was remember she was saying about how he just would lie about dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he talked to her about some real shit that he lied about with the whole kissing thing or whatever the case may be, if you already lying about dumb shit early in the relationship, then that's problematic. You know? So yeah, I don't want to be with somebody that's lying for no reason. That's the other reason I don't think it's gonna work.
I have a question. The guy in the picture, his hairstyle, this is not a female hairstyle?
No. Not for
No,
black people.
men wear braids also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought it was only for women, but whatever.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're done with this craziness. Now we got another mess to talk about. But we can have the conversation before. All right, can being a hero in a relationship hinder one's development?
What is
What?
being a hero in the relationship? Give us an example.
A hero, like both of you guys are partners, but one person takes on most of the responsibility, right? While the other person doesn't worry about those responsibilities. And should the other person help out also, or should they just allow that one person to do everything?
I think, of course, it depends when they are in the relationship, but in general, definitely yes.
Because if today or tomorrow they broke up, how is that other person gonna cope when that person who was doing everything is not there anymore?
Exactly.
So that's why I was saying, that's why I was like, the hero complex could be good because it's a savior. We love the hero. They come in and they save the day. But is the hero really saving the day? I feel like the hero is saving the moment, but it's not
No,
actually.
that's an
What?
anti-hero, actually. Yeah.
That's the anti-hero?
Yeah.
That sounds like a back pains for the back.
Hmm. But I was listening to this guy and he made a good argument. He was like, he did a whole video about it, about the hero complex, about, somebody coming in and saving the day. But when they save the day, it's almost like taking the power away from the other people. Because it's not having the other people like get up and level themselves up to meet it. You understand what I'm saying? To meet that
Yep.
standard or to even try.
Well, the thing about heroes is that they're not going to always be around to save the day. So you got to learn how to save yourself in certain situations, you know?
Bingo.
Absolutely.
But being
Absolutely.
Being a hero, you know, if that's what you want to do, if that makes you happy. I cannot seem to get my thing right. If that's what makes you happy, you know what I mean? Do you?
okay, so now in this video, we are going to show a clip, right? And then it might be a little bit controversial. Good thing we have men on this panel so we could balance that out. And we always have Chanel here, and Chanel balance it out too.
What you going to show? Give us a clue.
Let me see. Can you guys see this? Hold on.
No, we can't see anything yet.
We only see
Oh,
the
I
ladies
still
here.
have to remove this. You know, I still gotta work with StreamYard. It's me.
Okay, we see it.
And you guys see me on the piano, right?
Yep, we
My
do.
ass be
Yes, we
everywhere.
see you.
Why am I everywhere? So I'm gonna play this clip, and I think it happened during this time frame right here. Um, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm allow it to play, and you guys could give your insight.
Okay.
An adjustment to the precedent that's set.
Hey Trey, go ahead and bring the superheroes into it.
No, but see, this is what I was
What
trying
you
to
mean
make.
a superhero? What you mean by that?
Because I know what you're gonna say, man. All that woman got to do, she can work 8 jobs, feed the kids, and
No.
That's
Let's
not.
say, hold on. No. Hold on. Let me
You
say
don't
this.
get divorced. You get the child 3 days. I get the child 4 days. There
No,
we
so
go.
no. Let me say this, right? So I'm gonna speak from experience then. I ain't gonna talk about what I heard. I'm talking about what I experienced my goddamn self. When I was married, my ex-wife, when we first had our child, you know, I wasn't used to like handling little bitty babies and all that. And I was like, and I was one of those men, I'm like, when they too little, I don't want to deal with them. So
New Dunkin' Zero. With 0 sugar,
Ugh,
20
these
calories.
ads.
and-
Damn, you should get
I
premium.
was letting her, you know, be the mother, do her thing. You know what I mean? I was still working, doing my thing, whatever. And so one night she broke down crying. I can't do this no more. It's too hard. Man. All that old crying bull crap. And creative bull crap. I said it.
What? No,
It's cool. Hold
they're
on.
allowed to break down and have emotions.
No,
To
no,
keep
they
a
not.
baby
No,
by
they
yourself
not.
is
No,
hard.
no, that's weak. So again,
Wow.
hold on, no. Listen, watch this. And there's somebody in the chat that can corroborate what I'm saying. Watch this. After that day, he was 4 months old. He's 11 now. After that day, when she broke down, I said, you know what? You ain't never got to make another bottle. You don't never have to change him. You don't never have to do nothing. I'm going to work, do what I got to do, come home, take care of him. I don't need your help. I got it. And he was 4 months then, and now he's 11. And I've done that since. That's a fact.
But that's all because she broke down one time. Maybe she just wanted a little bit of help.
Hold on, listen. Why I don't need no help?
This is
She don't need help,
crazy.
nigga.
This is like my way or the highway. This is like if you're not gonna do it my way, take the highway.
Hold on, listen. I was working a full-time job, running my business on the side, doing both, and still never got tired with my son. So explain to me why she broke down, and I ain't broke down until this day. He's
'Cause she
11
did.
now.
That don't make no sense to me though. Nigga, she broke down. What the fuck you want her to do? It's called emotions, nigga.
So what I'm trying to understand is how you worked a full-time job, a side job, and you didn't have no help, and she never had to. Where was the baby? The baby was changing itself.
Thank you.
What are you talking about? Like that's so stupid.
That sounds crazy. And it's bullshit to me. It's bullshit to me, creative, because there's no way with that child from 4 months to 11 years old that mother didn't help at all if they still was in a relationship.
Absolutely, you're
That's
right.
bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, my bad. Salute, Bronzberg. What's the word?
What's up, Bronzberg? Thank you for joining the panel.
You heard?
I didn't even see you there, buddy. My bad.
Nah, I just flew in.
Yeah.
Fresh out the bird's nest.
Feel me?
So after hearing what he said, don't y'all see something is wrong with him? Like I was
Yeah,
like,
that nigga crazy.
exactly. I thought it was just me. I thought I was just. I was just like, yo, this is. I don't know what.
You know when niggas think they come online and they really saying something profound, they just really talking on a soapbox. That's what's going on with that guy right there. Like, nigga, you didn't do nothing special. Or your woman broke down, of course, that's gonna happen. It's called emotions, B.
Mm-hmm.
We all have the capability of breaking down. So what is he talking about?
Correct.
You know,
So
We all got
creative.
feelings at
Nobody
the
else
end of the
correct
day.
him.
lame ass nigga.
Yes, because I was up there. We was trying to correct him. We was trying to, and
Can
he
we
would
watch
not hear us out for a minute.
Yo,
Like,
the next
So-
time he's on panel, can you let me know? Because I want to troll the fuck out of him. No,
you gonna troll him?
I want to troll him.
No, the man was caping for
Damn it.
him.
Wrong
But that's the
verb.
point. I wanted to troll him. If these niggas going cape, then why can't I be the opposition of the conversation? And you know how I am,
of
creative.
course. Yeah, of course. Because I was in there. I was like, this dude don't understand that, people got emotions. People break down sometimes. Like, it's okay for you to break down. And this is a chance for her to be vulnerable and for you to be vulnerable. And you guys could come together after this.
What panel
Right.
was this?
That's on his panel. Trade is the truth teller.
Fuck, I might get kicked off.
So let's
Yeah.
keep watching it. I want to see what the
Damn.
other people did.
You want to see what other people did? Okay.
It's crazy.
Hold on.
Because he's a definite idiot.
Did you take care of your child 24/7 or did you have to go to work?
Get him creative.
No, once he got old enough to go to school, of course he started going to school. Duh.
Okay, but you wasn't around the child 24/7.
It doesn't matter. She wasn't either. She wasn't either. She wasn't either. So what are we talking about?
It could be cumbersome.
She wasn't either.
I get.
Hold on, OG, real quick.
Okay.
When he got old enough to go to daycare, guess what? I took him to daycare, picked him up every single day, paid for the daycare by myself. No vouchers, none of that, out of my pocket. Then when he went to private school, paid for that. Took him to school every day, picked him up every day. He's in the 5th grade now. I take him to school, pick him up every day. Cook for him literally every day. I do everything. So I'm confused on what y'all talking about. Hey, listen, I don't get tired.
Hold on, pause this. Pause this for a second.
No, hold on. No, Scam, no. Scam,
Creative.
you gotta keep respectfully.
You don't see the problem?
Do you have kids?
Because as a woman, you got to be able to take care of yourself.
No. Nah, come on, man. Nah, let's not. No. I'm talking about something I lived. I ain't talking about something I heard.
Okay. Do you see the problem? Yes or no?
What's the problem, Scam?
Cause and effect. She broke down, didn't she?
For what?
Did she break down?
Yes.
Doesn't that mean there was a problem?
No, it wasn't a problem. She was in her feelings.
You got.
Oh my God.
Oh, you got it. No further
You
questions.
didn't even take a chance to listen to her or anything. I think
listen to her.
you're just so like this. You're like,
no.
How can you say he didn't take a chance to listen to her when he completely alleviated the problem out of her life for the next 10 years?
That's messed up. Like, well, he just that's
alleviating the problem
I don't
from her
know.
life, alleviating the problem from her life in its entirety for the next 10 years of life is messed up.
Yeah, that's just wild to me because you don't know how you can't compromise, come to a resolution, come to some type of agreement. That's
to leave some of the problem on her plate. The only other option is to leave some of the problem on her plate. What he did was he made that problem non-existent, period. So you're saying
but she has to learn how to cope too. Like if
she scammed, exactly.
So it's a give and take. You gotta give people a chance to grow also. You can't expect them. I need you to be the best right now.
So there is room to be better.
He didn't do that, though.
Do you see? There's room. There's
the
potential.
Well, creative. Let me tell you something, and I'm probably the oldest person on this panel. 4 years from being 70 years old. I see my grandmother take care of 2 sets of her children. I see my grandfather in the house. Never, he loved them children just like they was his children. Never seen them argue about this is messing up my relationship. I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. And what I'm saying is the reason why I'm hated on both sides of these conversations is because I just try to look at the conversation and I don't come with men talking points, women talking points. I think that people hear so much and they just, even if that what a person is saying on both sides, they don't want to hear it anymore. But I really believe women are weaker today as far as when it comes to things that they did in the house with no problem at all. Women are weaker today and they make more excuses because there's doctors who's willing to sit around and come up with all kinds of things to make them feel like there's a reason why they doing what they're doing. And you know what? They are having to do this with 1.5 kids versus women before who used to have 10 and 9.
I can't stand that dude. Okay, so what do you guys think?
I mean, I think he's an idiot.
And you know what happened the next day? I got on his panel. And you know what he said?
What?
I can show it. I'm gonna show it. He was talking about how when he was going through that, he broke down crying every night.
Girl, see.
So wait, hold on. Stop. So he just sat there and took it upon himself to be the superhero for doing what a father usually does, all because his chick broke down. But then he just admitted the next day that he broke down too every night.
Hold on, I'm about to play it too.
Oh my God!
I don't know why these people be telling me these
I'm getting
stuff.
pissed off. I'm getting pissed off. Yeah.
What is going on here? Sheesh.
Oh my God, son. Shit don't make any sense.
The jokes like themselves. And this is not even a joke though. But this is like
It is a joke.
Like, you put yourself in this hard predicament and you don't even see it.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, Creative. So did the mother just leave for him to do all of what he did?
No.
Or was she still in the house?
Because I called him out on that. And I made him, after he started talking and saying it, he was like, no, she was there. She was still there.
She was taking care of the kid. What is he talking about?
He's a goofy. I'm telling you.
That's why I need to go in there and troll.
Was looking at him like he was crazy, and I was just like, "Yo, I can't with these people right here."
Yo, what's that panel link, yo? I gotta go over there and troll it next time, son.
You gonna troll him? Hold on, let me show.
Going over there.
You just can't resist, can't you, Birdman?
Bro, I need it in my system, man. It's been a minute. Troll missions for real.
Hold on, let's get it here because I think. This is right here is when he broke down and he told me, and I was
he said he almost 70.
No, he's 45.
He ain't no damn 70.
That's what he said.
Does he look 70?
No, but he said that, not me.
No, that was the other guy, OG.
Oh, okay.
That's the older guy. He talking about back in the day when women did all this work and we not living back in the day.
When he said
that guy looks weird, I must say.
When he said that, you know what I thought about? I thought about all of the white people that used to say, well, you know, the slaves, they actually enjoyed it.
Yes, that's what you sound like.
Anyway, carry on.
For Drake, generated for Beyonce, generated for Kanye. Listen, I'm just saying. Rihanna, Cardi B, and I'm just using concerts alone. We spend enough money on entertainment alone to shift this whole economy. To take care of our own people. That's a fact. So when economic strategists, when these people that we're talking about, before they implement it, guess what they run first, Creative?
The revenue.
They run the numbers.
Yeah, the revenue. How many people are gonna buy? You know, what's the
exactly?
How are we gonna generate the money? Yeah.
So Creative, what I'm saying is, when they run the numbers, they say, "Boom, let's go." Am I right or wrong?
But there's still startup costs and all of that.
We understand their startup costs, but we have the revenue in the Black community. We just not putting it together. But guess what we do? We put it together for Beyonce. We put it together for Kanye West. We put it together for all these entertainers who have a concert for a few freaking hours.
Do he think that white people not going to this concert?
Concert only lasts a few hours. Kanye West literally said, I'm having a concert. 1 million people are ready to spend their money. It generated $430 million in a span of a few hours. Drake can have a concert. Future have a concert. NBA YoungBoy have a concert. We have the money. Brother Nim said we'd rather buy lottery tickets. We rather buy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, there
is something wrong with it.
What you mean? Buying a lottery ticket is nothing wrong with that. But go ahead.
Okay. So watch this. In the Black community, the amount of money spent on lottery tickets.
TurboTax locations are now open in your neighborhood. So hand off your taxes.
The amount of money spent on lottery tickets in the day. What? I don't know. What could it be?
You know what? We could have our own Black lottery where we could put all our money together, and that winner could get the winnings, and a portion of that money can go towards what you're talking about right here. Can go towards building a grocery store, owned by a Black person.
Thank you.
So that's one option that we can use the lottery system.
Remember, that grocery store could, and based on the numbers that I just ran, that grocery store can employ 30 to 70 people in the Black community. We're not doing no AI. We're not doing no self-checkout. We need somebody there scanning people out. Let's go back to the old school.
So the lottery system can be used there because, lottery that's not a bad idea because the lottery system in every state generates millions and millions of dollars. They don't tell us, but it does. And it goes to schools.
And how, watch this. It generates, watch this. We have all these people buying lottery tickets, and how many people actually win?
One or two people.
So listen, we could come together to waste our money for one person to possibly win, correct?
Well, it depends on what game you play. There's a winner every single day, and it could be like 4, 5, or 6 games a day. So, I mean, the odds could be in your favor.
Watch it. Watch it. Okay, cool. So let's take your premise. And how many of those people put their money back in the community, or do they take their money and buy a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff to say, "Hey, look at me"?
Yeah, you're right. I think people do that. People people like to floss. Like, I mean, look at you. You wearing your glasses. You got what? You got a nice shirt on.
No, you're correct, right? Listen. All my designer stuff. This stuff is old. All my Louis Vuitton, my Gucci, all my stuff. All this stuff is old.
Doesn't matter.
I don't buy designer no more. I don't buy Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I don't buy none of it. I got a bunch of it, but I don't buy it anymore. This stuff is old as hell. I'm being real with you.
So when you was buying it, it was okay. Now that everybody else buying it is wrong, and we don't need to be doing it.
This nigga made it all about
addiction. I can't.
The time of when he bought it versus the fact of the matter you bought it in general.
Correct.
Like I'm not trying to hear it.
He said he already owned it, so you don't buy it no more. Well, you own the shit, so of course you ain't buying no more of it. You own enough of it, right? Shit.
And you still wearing it, so that means you still paying credence to the actual fashion brand. If you was really on it, you find the Black fashion brands, and you be wearing that shit.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the thing too. Like everybody has something. So somebody might be. It could be what their children look like. It could be I want to send my child to a private school. Somebody else could be what they inside of their house look like, the outside of their house. Somebody else might be their car. Other people, it might be taking trips. Everybody has whatever it is that they do. So it's just like, why try to shame people for doing something you actually do? You just probably can't afford to do it anymore, or you don't want to give your money to that anymore. And that's it's honest. Just say that though.
Just take care of my stuff because I spent a lot of money on it. But then guess what I did? I woke up. Craig. I used to be that dummy, but I woke up.
Mm-hmm. You can't wake up if you still wearing it though.
Okay, I can see it. Yeah.
So again, it has nothing to do with the conversation.
I was gonna say, why can't you be promoting the Black designers? You over here rocking Potter and all of this.
Yeah, but that stuff is old. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Right now, all I buy mainly is white t-shirts. I buy cheap clothes now. I have a body. Like I work out. So when you get in shape, you can wear anything. You can wear white. I wear white beater every day. I don't have to put on nothing fancy. Okay. White beater, walk out the house. White t-shirt, walk out the house. Guess what? The only thing they're gonna say, man, you got nice arms. Man, you got a chest. Man, you look like you're in shape. Man, like that's how I hear all day long.
What is this nigga talking about?
I don't have to wear this stuff anymore.
Nah, truthfully, he is. He does. What is it?
What?
He helps people work out. Huh?
Oh, has a nice body. That's what I thought you was gonna say.
Does it matter though, creative?
What
does that mean? Does it matter, creative? I don't give a shit if this man is talking about, oh, well, I just go out my house and wear white t-shirts. This nigga still has his old ass Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and all that shit. If that nigga talked about he opened up his mind, why he ain't throw the clothes out? If he's that conscious, you feel me? If you was going to sit up there and say, let's support the black brands, why don't we buy from our own community? Why that nigga can't tell me at least 3 black clothing brands that he's probably rocking?
That's facts right there. That's what I was trying to get him to say.
Because he don't want to. This is what happens when niggas have soapboxes. They think they saying something profound, and they not. That's why I'm gonna hit this trolling mission. I think he's live right now. I'm gonna see his ass.
Not trolling mission.
Yeah,
not
he
trolling
live
mission.
right now. He goes live around.
I can't take it.
I'm not about designer anymore. And then it's about to be summertime, creative. So you know, we gotta let them see what we've been working for. You feel me? But again, let's get back to the goddamn subject because you're throwing me out. We're being funny. But again, I'm just trying to show y'all that we have the numbers. When these entities, when these individuals, they run the numbers for a creative business plan, come together, put it in our neighborhood, extract our resources out of our neighborhoods, and at the end of the day, profit off of it. And they don't even stay in our communities.
Oh, you know what's another good idea? We could we could do the lottery system, 2 lottery systems. One to help give that funds to the new business owner, and a lottery system to whose business strategy is more effective. And if you come with an effective business strategy, then you could win the lottery money to, make your business happen.
Cheers, Frank, what it do? Magaba, what it do? 30K, what it do? All right, so let me read the stats for the hospitals, right? All right, hospitals or medical centers. Hospitals are expensive, but medical centers are more realistic. The cost for a full hospital is $200 million to $1 billion, right? But community health clinics average from 10 to 25 million. What could 430 million build? Option A, hospitals, 2 medium hospitals. Option B, medical clinic, using 15 million per clinic, $430 million divided by 15 million could build 28 clinics in the Black community, right? That could create urgent care centers, pediatric clinics, diagnostic labs, and preventative health care in our own communities that we own.
Mm-hmm.
The real key is circulating the dollar. The biggest difference between communities isn't spending, it's circulation. Let me read that again, because remember, you were talking about spending power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is breaking our issue. Our issue is not the spending, it's the circulation. So the biggest difference between communities isn't spending, it's circulation. The average dollar circulation estimates in the J community, the Jewish community, 20 days. Their money circulates 20 days. In the Asian community, 28 days. In the white community, 17 days. In the Black community, 6 hours.
Why does he think he's saying something profound that we don't know?
Yeah, because we don't own enough things. We need to start owning things.
Right, but what he's saying isn't profound.
And who fault is it?
We already know this.
Yeah, it's been known. But he's trying to, I don't know.
We have to buy black. That's the number one thing.
Yeah, he's not wrong, but it's like, bro.
So again, this is my point. If we can come together for everything else, if we can spend our money on everything that doesn't benefit us, why can't we come together collectively? And black people, we spend the most money on entertainment by far. Would you agree?
I don't. Well, I don't know.
Depending on what? Like, what do you mean by that? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Like FUBU, what happened to FUBU? Hey, 30K. It went out of style.
It did. FUBU was walking. It was.
Hey, but FUBU still is active. From my understanding, they still have FUBU. We have to have one of our influencers promote it.
Yeah.
We have to have one of our influencers promote it, and it'll come right back in style. That's a fact. But we rather promote all these other people who don't support our own communities.
Yeah. The number one is design the brands. We gotta cut that out.
Matter of fact, hey, Deuce, we literally saved Adidas. The Black community saved Adidas. That's a fact.
I think people
should
do
your research on the brand Adidas.
I don't know why anybody thinks that they need to micromanage what somebody else is doing with their money. If I want to buy Mr. Gucci's hats, then I can buy Mr. Gucci's hats, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you don't want to buy Mr. Gucci hat, don't buy Mr. Gucci hat.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. But my thing is, if you're gonna talk about all of this, you gotta be the representation.
Correct. And we already know he's not, because he said he got a whole bunch of Louis Vuitton and whatever else, so he's not.
People alone saved this. From my understanding, we built Nike.
Mm-hmm.
So all these different brands, we built them, y'all. But for us to literally change the trajectory of what's going on and what's transpiring, we would have to be uncomfortable for a little while. And I think convenience is what's let me see what Tio said. He said Tyler, I'm not sure what the name is, just documented the Jewish community in Jersey and New York, and a lot of them are on government assistance and still taking over building grocery store and buying the block. Oh my God. And that's another thing.
I can jump for a minute. First of all, what he said is bullshit. What he
You
said
know
right
he
now.
was gonna come in here, forgot.
I knew you was gonna say
I gotta
something.
get in there for my
As
people.
soon as he mentioned the Jews, I'm like, go ahead, speak your piece, sir.
Yeah, you mentioned me, I'm going to pop up. Huh. Nobody is living on anything, okay? I think I know about what he's talking about, and those guys, the Orthodox guys, they don't live on people's money. I have a lot of stuff to say about the ultra-Orthodox.
So there are no
But
Jewish
still.
people that are doing wrong?
Of course, there are Jewish people that are doing wrong, like everybody. Everybody in every society, you have people that are doing
But
wrong.
you didn't say that though. You said what he said was a lie.
Look. He's talking about a specific video. Okay, about a big, about a whole city of Jews that, I think in some district inside of New York, a district of New York or something, that is living out of welfare or something like this. Okay, I saw the video and it's bullshit. Okay, this guy is repeating propaganda.
Oh shit!
Of course, that community, I have a lot of stuff, negative stuff to say about the ultra-Orthodox,
He
but
was saying a lot of negative stuff about black people. You didn't say anything. He just said a whole bunch of negative things about black people. You didn't have nothing to say. Why you not defending us too? Just defending your people?
I didn't listen too much about what he said.
Right.
From what I know, he said that he was spending too much money.
Yeah.
But I don't see. I think that you have. I don't see how you have a spending problem about money. But
That's what I'm saying. People don't listen sometimes. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not my community. So the whole time he was talking about our community, you weren't engaged. You weren't listening. You didn't hear nothing he said. As soon as he said something negative, and everything he was saying about our community was negative, and what we need to do and how we're not spending our money right, you don't have one word to say. But the moment he says something about your community, then you have everything to say. How about listening
my
to
people, you mean? My people is more than a community, but whatever.
Say that again.
You mean to say my people?
I'm talking about, yeah, your people, your community, your culture, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a maybe unconscious disregard for other people's struggle. You want to make sure that you stand on the mountain and say, this is wrong to say about my people, but you don't give two shits about something being wrong about what he's saying about other people. That's the problem I'm having with what you're saying. You can stand on the moonstop and say, yeah, that's wrong. You shouldn't say that. That's inaccurate and whatever. But if you're going to do that, just, you know what I'm saying, show a little love elsewhere. Be interested.
Okay,
in
my
other
dear,
people's
I
struggle
don't.
too.
Okay, look, my dear, I don't have. I didn't say I don't care about others. Of course, I will. You know, the second that I heard him say stuff about Jews, then that is.
You don't
I
have
heard
to say
that.
that you don't care. Your silence lets me know. Plus, you said I wasn't listening when he was talking about everything else. That lets me know you don't give a shit. That's all I'm calling. No. Yes. So what was he saying back about black people that you cared about?
I heard that he said that you have a spinning problem or something. I was thinking that you're probably going to address that and take care of it. Okay, about the Jew stuff. I heard that he said Jews. That I said to myself, I'm going to address it, so you will not think
just say
something
I don't give
bad.
a shit about what he's saying about black people. I only care about.
No. I didn't say that, my dear.
I know you didn't say that. I'm saying that.
And I don't think that.
You care about what's going on in the black community?
I care in general about stuff.
You don't give a shit. Stop it. I cannot with you. But go ahead. It's fine. Just be honest. I'm not saying you have to care about my people. I don't expect you to care about my people. I'm saying,
Do you care about Jewish people? No, you don't.
Absolutely. How you gonna tell me I don't?
How you don't? You didn't ask me how if I am okay. For example.
Are you okay?
I've been in a shelter, my dear. I came back from a shelter. If you don't know, nobody asked me how I feel.
We did immediately when you said you were in a shelter. We were like, "Oh my god."
Okay, I didn't saw your reaction. If that's the case.
To be
fair,
she did wish you well when you mentioned that. She did.
Okay, I just I wrote that I'm okay, but I didn't see the reaction. So if you did,
this is what
then
you're
thank
doing.
you.
You're trying to change it and shift it to me, and it's not about me. Just own it. Just say, I don't give a shit, in general about what's happening in your community. I do, however, give a shit about what's happening in my community. And we could just agree to disagree because that's just what's happened. And it's okay. Am I wrong?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm a half asleep, my dear. Okay, I'm awake because of the because of the alarm. Okay, I had two times to the what?
You immediately woke up when they talked about your people, but you was asleep when they was talking about
because I heard him say Jew. I think he was going to say something racist, and then if I will not say anything, then you will believe him. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't believe it. And let me tell you why I wouldn't believe it. Because I deal with and have dealt with racist shit my whole entire life. So I automatically don't believe bullshit. I happen to be what they call a double minority, right? So I'm black and I'm a woman. So I have all kinds of shit that I have to go through in order.
Why is a minority is a woman? Why is that a minority?
The minority as a woman is that in the field of work, we are not respected. We got to get 2-3 times the education, 2-3 times the experience in order to get half the money. It's just a fact. So yeah,
I disagree.
Not
but
only that,
okay.
not only that, it's a fact. Not only that,
maybe in America.
It is. That's what I'm talking about. That's my point of reference is America. Not only that, in our country, in the government, I'm not represented. You think it's a whole bunch of black women running around in our government?
You have a woman in the army.
So again, that's why I'm a double minority.
Okay, that's you're 50% of the population minority. Interesting.
I am, and I'm black, right? So it's a whole bunch of things that are attached to me being black that automatically I'm less than, automatically I'm not as smart as, automatically I must not be smart, automatically. What the fuck is wrong with people? Sorry. But I automatically am not educated. So for example, you could have someone you could have a white woman with her 2 kids walk into a very expensive store in, let's say, a big mall, right, in Houston. And people will automatically think, oh, she's here. Her husband must be at work. She probably has money, so on and so forth. She's taking care of her kids. I could do the same exact thing, right? I could walk into that same exact mall with my 2 kids. People will assume, oh, she has a baby daddy. She's not married. She probably is on welfare, on and on. Excuse me, on and on. On and on and on.
Seriously,
and all of these
who cares if you're divorced?
I'm trying to connect with you. You said you're Jewish, and so you understand the struggle, right? So I'm trying to help you understand our struggle. So I can walk into the same store and get all of those same exact assumptions. Meanwhile, I've been married for 20 years next month. I don't have no kids out of wedlock. I got 3 college degrees. I'm a psychotherapist. None of the shit that people think that they know about us is accurate, right? So this is what
I also got a degree if I didn't say so.
Right. So my point is, it doesn't matter. People still will think those negative things about me, and I ain't even open my mouth. And guess what? I can buy the shit in that mouth. Okay. The white lady, she might be broke and living with her mama, but they're not gonna think that. They're not even gonna give her a second thought in terms of her not being successful. But with us, we have to prove ourselves, and it's unfair. And so yes, we're a double minority.
Okay. If you say so, at least in the USA.
Creative, would you agree with that? We're a double minority in America, black women.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he said
so.
It's a fact. A lot of us.
Can I say one thing? Because I think a lot of people misinterpret it. They be like, all these people be buying up. These people, some of these people are criminals. They don't know that they run the system. They probably make it look like they
let them know. Creative.
No, they doing a lot of shady stuff in the back end. and I don't think we should idolize these people on top, because I would say this on these panels
Well,
that my aunt,
what people are you talking about?
the Jewish people.
Okay, but listen, okay, watch this. That's like Tio just said in the comments, right? There are a lot of people, and I guess it's documented because he said it's documented. He said it's documented that a lot of these people are on government assistance, but they're living like they're not. So if you've seen that person on the outside looking in, Tio, tell me if I'm wrong. So if you've seen that person on the outside looking in, they look wealthy, but they're literally getting subsidies from the government and still living a great life, but they're just using the to their advantage.
Yeah.
But watch this. In the black community, when somebody is on government assistance, how do we view them?
Yeah, we kind of view them bad, and I don't know why. If it's there to use, we should use it.
Exactly. That's my point. Hey, I got you, too. I'm going to check it out. So my thing is that if these people can, and in my opinion, if you're not operating with an LLC or as a C Corp and using tax benefits to your advantage, you're gonna continue to get screwed over, right?
So I believe, say this.
I believe in writing everything off. We're gonna leave that right
Yeah,
there.
no, I'm with you on that. So I have an aunt. She lives in Brooklyn. You know, my family, they're from Brooklyn, but we're West Indians. So we, yes, I wasn't born here. I came here when I was 3 or 5 years old. My aunt came here when she was like maybe like 22 or 25 or somewhere around there. And my aunt right now, she owns 3 or 4 brownstones right now in Brooklyn, New York, and she owns some houses in Jersey. Okay. And she would say that she learned from the Jewish people or other people around her on how to run the system. I won't even say run the system, but how to use it to your advantage.
Okay.
So if there's a will, there's a way, and it's out there. And I'm even surprised she did it, and she now she's doing it, and now she's fully in the clear.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, because those people are screwing us every day, whether you believe it or not. The system is literally getting over on us every day.
But there's a way that you could utilize the system to your advantage. And like
100%.
Yeah.
See, this is the part that I disagree with.
Yeah.
The system isn't screwing with regard to what he's saying. It's not screwing us, or no, not the system. Those people that are utilizing that system aren't screwing us over. The system that's being unfair is what's screwing you over, or you not getting the knowledge or the education that you need to know how to utilize that system is what's screwing you over. Those people that are utilizing it and getting extra money and still whatever winning, that's on them. That's on them. They ain't doing nothing to you. You just not doing what you need to do. I'm not mad at those people.
That is facts.
Okay, I want to jump for a second to what he said. First of all, that guy is make me angry a little bit.
What?
I say.
No, he just that's his vibe. He's not a bad person. He just has some things he got to work out. But he's just a character.
If he will say this stuff next to people here, people will put him in an ambulance.
Oh, damn.
In here, we don't tolerate.
No violence.
No, in here. I'm not saying anything violent. I'm just saying what will happen if he will say it next to Israelis over here.
Assault the man. How's that nothing bad?
If he's going to be racist towards us, then he's going to pay.
Wow. So you think that because someone says something that deserves to be violently attacked?
If he's going to be, if you wanted to compare it to you, if you will say, if this guy, let's say this guy is Scandinavian and he will say something that, let's say he will say the N-word, would you be in the, let's say that he will say next to you or to you the N-word, and this guy, let's say this guy is a Scandinavian and he will say that, you will not be angry at him?
No, I would think he's ignorant.
Yeah.
I'm not going to allow whatever someone else does to make me act a certain way.
But
now, if that person...
I'm not saying that I'm going to do it. I'm saying that some Israelis here will give them a taste of what they think.
I'm saying, I'm just responding to what you said. And what you said is that if he said that in your country or wherever, then he would end up in an ambulance. And I asked you...
Some people will make him... some people will put him in an ambulance if he will fall on the wrong people. People here are not going to tolerate racism like this. Or should I say, not going to tolerate anti-Semitism. I don't know what kind of Jews you have in the USA, but in here we don't eat this nonsense. Also, about what he said that the Jews run the system or something. No, he said something that Jews run the system. That's of course false, but never mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
he just that's his interpretation. But it's like I'm not even mad at different groups of people if they're using the system to their advantage.
Right. I agree.
Why be mad? It's free for you to use. You know how many benefits are out there, how many grants are out there that people could take advantage of and people just don't.
That's true, but then there's a lot of grants that even if people try to take advantage of, people have those groups of people already who they're going to give it to. It's no different than like they'll say, "Oh, we're hiring," but they already have a person that they're going to put in that slot anyway. So you could apply for all of those grants, but they have special. You don't think it's set up a certain way for certain people to get to advance? Of course it is, and I think that's what he's saying.
actually, I want to ask you something. What do you think about the advantage, the fact that in the universities a few years ago, you had to make if you are from the Asian community, you need to have a higher score in order to get to a university. You think that's okay for them?
What's your question?
They saying
My
that in Asians they have to score higher to get into a university than other
Yeah,
people.
and from what I know, if somebody is from your community, it doesn't need to score such a so high to get into university.
I think
That's
it's.
advantage, no?
I think everybody.
They did away with
System
that.
advantage.
I think everybody should have to use the same. It should be based on your the same things. So if it's going to be based on your scores, if it's going to be based on your SATs, if it's going to be based on your GPA, all of those things, I think it should all be the same for everybody.
What is that? What is that for?
Agree.
It's an act that they just everybody
Affirmative
was
action.
going against it. Huh? Say it again.
Affirmative action.
Yeah, affirmative action.
And the people that irritate me the most about being like, oh, we don't need affirmative action, we absolutely do. The reason that we had affirmative action in place is because of discrimination, and we're gonna sit up here and act like discrimination is no longer a part of the system. It's like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. So of course people are still gonna hire people that look like them and would only hire people that look like them and discriminate against everybody else if there wasn't a law saying you can't do that. That's exactly what was happening for universities, for jobs, and all kinds of shit. So it's just like, shut up.
But I think that's what Vagato was getting at. But Vagato, we understand what you're saying. So Vagato, I want you to look at it in this context. Isn't like in the US, black people are only like what 15%?
13, but yeah.
13%. And out of the 13%, like most of them are in poverty, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Most of them are what? On poverty?
She's saying are impoverished, they're poor.
From what I know, there is a lot of celebrities from your community, like Will Smith, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Those people are 1%. They are not a part of our population. And
those people are in a lot of terms are the face of the USA.
Go ahead, Creative. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chanel. You was explaining it.
No, I'm just saying those people. Okay, so the people you just named, they're part of the 1%, and black people in this country are only 13% of what is it, like 360 million people? Mm-hmm. We're only 13% of that. So those few 5 or 6 or 12 black millionaires or billionaires or whatever, they're not representative of us. We don't get to that wealth doesn't trickle down to us, so we don't have a part of that. So no.
Okay, if you say so.
We're not a part of that community. We just not.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so, my deal.
No, it's not if I say so. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
To my community to like help us out. They not.
And
okay, I believe you.
Doesn't affirmative action help out other races also?
Affirmative action helps
no.
women.
Affirmative action is racism.
It's racism? How is it racism?
I heard a lot of lovely things about it, and I saw what it does. So no.
What it does?
Not good.
What do you mean? It's only for like a select group of people. 13% out of what? The rest of the 85% of the country.
Let's be clear. There were laws against black people learning. There were laws against black people getting jobs. There were laws against black people doing all of these things, getting
In the
education.
40s.
No, no, for 200 and something years in this country. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
but it's 80. But it's ended in the 60s. No.
No,
And
no, it
even hold
didn't.
on, Vagato, even if it ended in the 60s, that's not that long ago. So how do you expect you we just gave you some new laws. So since we gave you some new laws, you should be up to part now because we did this for you. No, it takes people time to adjust. Like you
Right.
gotta give people like, some years, some generations to adjust.
So
It's not gonna happen overnight.
do you know that the a lot of times when people talk about slavery in this country, they talk about all the dark part and the harsh part and whatever else. But there were in New York lots of, they were called, I think, the 400 or something like that. It was massive wealth that black people built. The same thing as like Black Wall Street. People have heard of that, right? They're more familiar with that. But black people were building wealth, owning their own banks. They were physicians. They were having galas. They were doing all of these things. And then white people didn't like that shit, and it was going on for years. They didn't like that shit, so they burnt it down. They did all kinds of things, put barriers in places and all kinds of stuff because they don't want to see us make it. And not to answer your question about, well, that happened however many years ago, right? We know that you can do something one day and it can have an effect 100 years later, right? So you can raise your children to be thugs, right? And then they can go to jail, and then their kids go to jail, and their kids go to jail, and whatever else. Or you can raise your children to build generation wealth, and guess what? They could build generation wealth, and your kids, and your grandkids, and your great grandkids, and your great grandkids could build wealth. So we know that these things can trickle down and continue on, right? So let's not act as if, because
I
slavery,
disagree.
Jim Row laws, and all that, Jim Crow laws, and all that stuff happened 100 years ago, that is still not affecting us today. Likewise, all of the racism and the institutional racism and all of the Jim Crow and the slavery and all of those things, those white people are still benefiting from those things today. So it's crazy to me that you can sit up here and act as that, well, that happened however long ago, but those white people are still benefiting. You don't have a problem with that, right? Are you mad about those white people still benefiting? So why are you mad that we can't benefit and we're talking about it? And I'm not
You
saying
know,
that,
you
but
can.
I'm
It's
saying, why do we
it's
can't?
one thing to benefit, but to discriminate and hurt others is not okay.
How are they hurting others when there's only 13% of the population? And I
Okay,
don't.
let's talk about the Asians that were hurt by that. Okay, they are being this how is it? They are getting the short stick in all of this. Okay, they need to work higher. Okay, it's not fair for them. You know, if you have problems in terms of education, then the government can give you tutoring to your kids, but you don't need to make thing for others.
The government
Make
doesn't, sir. That's what we're trying to tell you. The government put in place systems, feet of oppression, to block us. So much so. Okay, so I know you. Do you understand the concept of a social problem, right? A social problem is something that's so bad, something that's happening in society that's so bad that the government says we got to make a law to correct this, right? So the government knew that systemically there was the racism and the discrimination was so horrific. We got to create a law that says you have to hire people. You can't discriminate against black people, against, people based on their race, their creed, their sexuality, because these are social problems, no different than homelessness, hunger, like all kinds of things, right? Poverty. These are social problems. So you can't sit and say, well, then the government will just help you out. No, the government was the enemy. They didn't put a system together to say, let's help black people, let's help women, let's help Jewish people, let's help poor people. They didn't. The system did actually was put in place to help the wealthy get wealthier. So I'm confused. But you said
the government is not the government now is not your enemy, and
sir, you have no idea what you're talking about. Let's be clear. The police are here to, they're supposed to protect and serve, right? They're public servants, right? That's their job. When the
okay.
police are coming to the black community, we don't see them as, oh, somebody coming to protect and serve us. We see them as the actual opposite. Why? Because we have a dark history in this country that says those people are not going to do that. The government definitely can be, not always, but can definitely be your enemy. We watched a whole ass man get unalived with someone's knee on his neck on TV. Not only did we watch it, other policemen watched it
Okay.
while it was happening, right? So
They
you
do shit
saying
to
the
save him.
government, right? The government helping us? No, that's not a fact. That's not even close to true in Houston. I mean, not Houston, in the United States. Now, is it
Okay,
always?
my dear, I am not American, so I take your word. Okay, you're the one with the authority on that specific topic. Okay. If I was American, then I will have more stuff to say about that, or at least more legitimacy to say about that.
Okay.
I mean, Google does it, Amazon does it. They don't pay taxes.
That's a fact.
I wonder why.
Get them creative.
Just saying, you know.
No, I agree 100%. You know, my family has a CPA firm. We own a CPA firm. So
Okay, see, that's what's up.
So trust me. When I say I write everything, y'all, everything. So I understand the game. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Totally get it. And if you're operating as an employee, you know.
More power to you. It's nothing.
No, it's not. No, it's nothing wrong. But what I'm saying, if you have a 9 to 5, you need to generate something on the side that could offset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That could offset because when you have a 9 to 5, they don't care. They're taxing that paycheck.
Exactly.
And at the end of the year, you come back and you fight for what you think is yours. That's
But what I'm saying, you can create something on the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And play the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying, right? You know, I'm not trying to get no financial advice and all that, but I'm saying you just got to play the game. So I'm not knocking you. I'm saying if you, it's just like when I built my first business, I had a 9 to 5, right? I had a 9 to 5, and then I started my LLC and created my business, and then I started, planning, with my gas and my food. I learned how to write everything off. So I was getting a W-2 and reporting to 1099 at the same time.
Yeah, that's good. So use it to your advantage.
Exactly. So even when I was about to say double dip, but
we already know, but you use it to your advantage.
Yeah. I ain't trying to say too much, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to talk offline, my people. We have to talk offline. Maybe I need to create a Patreon or something. Create a Patreon page. You know what? That's a good idea, huh? Create.
Yeah, because I mean, your family own a CPA, so you can always come up there with the new advice for 2026, and are you taking advantage of these tax strategies?
Hey, see, I'm going live, and thank you. You know what? I might do that. That's what I might do.
He likes you, Chris.
Hey, shout out to Women to Win. The goddamn $10. What up, Trey? In the chat, peace and blessings. Hey, what's up, Winnie? How you doing? Hey, I might, because I'm already getting ready to. No, I'm not knocking the 9 to 5. It's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not knocking the 9 to 5. It's not what I was doing. So, shout out to Mumbo Jumbo said, don't knock your 9 to 5. Just be frugal and keep your personal credit score as high as possible. Then borrow somebody else's money. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. So please don't nobody think I was knocking 9 to 5, because let me tell you something. If I was ever in a position where I had to go back and get 9 to 5, guess what Trey Truth Teller doing? I'm going right back. You hear me, Creator?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going right. I'm not a powerful man. I'm not one of those men. Because like I said, when I was married, I was struggling. Let's just put it out there. I was working and I was doing my business at the same time. And I'm not even gonna lie, Creator. That was so since we want to talk about my marriage, right? At that time in my life, that was a strain on my marriage. And the reason I say it was a strain on my marriage was because I was always gone.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wanted better, and if I wanted to get to the level where I am now, I had to what? Sacrifice.
Yeah.
If I would have just stayed, I'm just saying for what I did, right? Because the lifestyle that I lived growing up, I didn't go to school. I didn't go to college. I got a PhD in the streets.
But look at you. Look how successful you are. You overcame that.
Yeah, 100%, right? And I thank God for that. But it wasn't easy. If I'm keeping it real, I cried some nights, if I'm going to be real.
But his wife couldn't. I can't.
Matter of fact, it kind of go back to the conversation we were having last night, right? When you talking about with my ex-wife. When my ex-wife started crying and she needed help, I helped her, correct?
Yes, you did.
And I put all the pressure on my back. Now, as a man, and I know some of the men in the inside of the chat can go understand what I'm saying. Now, when I took on that responsibility and I still had to pay the bills and I still had to get up and go to work every day, I still had to provide. I still had to, I couldn't make no excuses. I still had to create my business and run my business so I could be financially well off. Guess what? When I needed help, who helped me?
I was gonna ask you that. That puts a toll on you.
Creative, nobody.
Wow.
Nobody. When I needed somebody to talk to, who I had to talk to help me with my issues and my problems and to take my burdens and my load off my back.
You didn't have your wife?
Okay, hold on. Guess what? I had my wife, right? But at the end of the day, even if I went and cried to her, baby, it's getting hard. And I did all that. Guess what? Them bills still got to get paid and the work still got to get done. So guess what I did? I cried when nobody was around. And after I got done, I wiped my goddamn tears, walked out that door, got right back to it. Because how was she gonna help me? I was the provider. No. I'm the provider. How's she gonna help me?
He sound like Ike. How you gonna help Ike?
I mean, shouldn't the wife be contributing something to the family, something to the finances?
Well, he the
Just
one.
asking.
He being stubborn and stupid. So he like, wow, you show any side of weakness, I'm gonna take it all on my back and then try to make you feel like shit. It ain't right.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes we men do rock like that. We feel like we can't show emotion, we can't show weakness because y'all is gonna lose respect and look at us some kind of way. We don't want that bullshit. I don't want that bullshit. So I can kind of understand that.
Depends where and how, if I may say.
Ain't no damn where and how. Don't show any weakness. Shit.
So yeah, that was
in your house you can, outside you don't.
I agree with Bogado. Yeah.
No, I disagree. I think that's the problem. People want to tell you that when and where you can be emotional. We're emotional everywhere we are, right? Nobody's going to tell you, hey, don't you be happy outside. They're not going to say, hey, don't you be excited in front of other people.
That's true.
Those are emotions. They're all natural. So this idea that you can't break down and have a moment, you know what I'm saying, is ludicrous. And then people decide what moments you can have. If your mom dies, your child dies, what logical person is gonna be able to say,
that's different.
Well,
no,
it's
that's
not
different.
It's not
yes,
different.
that's definitely different.
It's not different. It's not. It's not.
But this,
In that position you can break.
It's not different. It's not. It's not.
It's different.
No, it's an emotional response to a tragedy. That's what it is. It's not different. So your emotional response to losing your job, that could be traumatic for you, right? So I'm not supposed to be emotional about it because why? Because society says you're not supposed to, because society told you you're going to be weak. No, you're not weak. That's a show of strength to say, you know what, this is heavy. It's not a weakness.
It depends on the job, but
you won't do the job if you do the job right. Yeah.
It doesn't depend on the job.
Maybe.
The point is, if you lose your job and you have bills to pay, that's fucking traumatic. No?
Yes, it is.
Yes, but in the same time, you know, you have
doesn't matter.
Yes, but in the same time, if we are talking about this, you have a number of breathing time, a number of months to find a new job before the payment. I don't know how to say it in English. The payment that the government pays you, that gives you in order to find another job, or
our
before
government
you.
doesn't put the payment to help us.
No, never mind that.
Unemployed. So
I mean, the government does have job assistance programs. Yeah.
No, our government.
No, not that. I mean, if you work a lot of times, and it's a part of insurance, but never mind.
I mean, that's great. I'm just telling you here, you don't get any grace. There's no, okay, well, like, look, it took many, many years for women to even get, what is it called, Craig? Maternity leave. In other countries, they got maternity leave and paternity leave. I remember going to St. Lucia some years ago. Me and my husband really thought we was doing big shit. It was like, we on vacation for 2 weeks, right? But we met these women. I think they were from like Norway or they were something like that. And they were just like, yeah, we're on vacation for 5 weeks and it's paid and it's free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wow. They in other countries, they do things differently because they value the human being. In America, they don't do it like that.
Well, from what I know, America is a capitalistic jungle.
In America, you're lucky if you get 1 week, is all I'm saying.
Like I said, capitalistic jungle.
There's nothing wrong with capitalism.
I said capitalistic jungle. In other words, if you're not on top, one day you're on top, one day you're down, and very down.
Okay, so do you guys see the reason why I played that? Do you guys see the contrast?
I see him giving himself all kinds of grace that he wouldn't give her, which is crazy.
And on top of that, I see that like I don't know, like maybe he was hard on himself when he was younger or something, but he take it out on her, and it was just like, wow.
He gave her no grace. He didn't give a shit. He felt like if I can do it, you can do it. And I used to, excuse me, I used to have that mentality until I went to college, and then I realized just because I have the fortitude, just because I have the support, just because I have the money, just because I have the intelligence, that doesn't to do X, Y, and Z. That doesn't mean I can't put that on everybody else, because everybody doesn't have the support, everybody doesn't have the money, everybody doesn't have the intelligence in order to do it. So everybody isn't going to be able to do it. I have a cousin, no matter what she does, she ain't ever gonna be an executive nowhere. She doesn't have the ability to do it. She never gonna graduate from college. She barely know her timetables. God bless her. But she works hard.
What?
She got 2 or 3 jobs. She works hard, but she just doesn't have it. So I'm not judging people because they don't, do what I do.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that was a little bit sad, and I'm hoping that he may change in the future. You don't know.
He seemed like he's had some growth, but I don't think that he's grown to the point where he could say out loud, it's okay for me to cry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he there yet. And that's okay. People, look, it take time. So
Yeah. But he was open about it. He did say, like, what he was going through and all of that. So I respect that. But
it's because he was talking to you. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You're very, like, serene, and, there's sunflowers everywhere. It's a safe space. So
Yeah.
I don't know if his audience was giving him that same, you know what I mean? Just saying.
Safe space, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think creative is, listen, she gives positive energy.
Yeah, I really do wish him. I wish like I think he'll be a good partner in the future, but there's some things that could be tweaked. That's it.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be his partner. But
Right? You see that?
Yeah, I hear you.
The minute you do something it's not up to his standard, you're fired.
Right.
That's what it sounds like, right?
Immediately. What used to
With
say,
all due respect, the guy in the video looks weird, so if I was a woman, I would not want to be next to him or his partner.
Yeah, oh my God.
He's
okay.
You're funny.
He looks cuckoo and he talks cuckoo. What if I do? If I would be honest.
Yeah, they crazy over there. They think that when you marry a woman, she's supposed to come with this workload. She's supposed to do this every day, do that every day, have sex with you all these times. And I just tell them there's no guarantees. Once you get married, there's no guarantees. You don't know how it's gonna end up. You don't know how your health is gonna be. You don't know what's going to happen. So you can't say I want all of this in the contract. That's not how it works. You're marrying somebody because you love them, because that's your soulmate, because you want to do life with them. You're not marrying.
I was saying earlier about how many times I've lost a job. You know what I'm saying? And I got all the education, way more education than my husband. But he's never lost a job. In what
you did that you in what did you say that you did a degree, if I may ask?
I have 3 college degrees. I have 2 college degrees in social work, and I have a master's in business, MBA.
Oh, so you have a degree in working with problematic people. Nice.
I have a degree in working with people who are in crisis, if that's what you mean. That doesn't mean
I'm joking. I'm joking, of course.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have a degree in geography and in geography and environment, first degree.
What do you do with a geography degree?
What I do? A number of stuff that connects to environment.
So do you are you like an oceanographer where you like
Archaeologists.
map the
Oh.
ocean? Like, is that what you do? Or
No,
are you studying
I
climate
work in
control?
I do GIS.
What's that?
It's it's how you say it? It's stuff on computer. It's how is it? It's like a program, a special program on computer that you can use to create special maps. Okay, to put to do stuff with that data and okay,
Okay.
That's cool.
topographic maps and all of this.
Sounds like something I would never want to do, but I'm glad we have people in the world like you that would want to do it because that sounds like
Actually, when you use when you use maps and the internet to find where you need to go or to check how stuff look, or in general, when you have a map of where is the local food, then it's connected to what I do.
Oh, you know what? My mother used to go and do jobs like that. They fly you out, and all it's a driving job, and you have like a camera on top of the car, and basically you're driving around for Google because you know how
right.
Google you put the address in and you want to see
Mm-hmm.
what the house look like. Those are the people's jobs. They're to drive around and basically circulate to see what the area looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's not what I'm do. I do stuff in an office, not in a
I know, but
car.
I was just
She was
telling
giving
you.
an example of how it
Yeah, I got it. Look at the bright side. At least thanks to me, or if you need to go to
not
somewhere,
thanks
you
to
will go to
me.
your
Okay.
you will get to where you need to go, and not run to some Arab village or something.
But
Yeah.
no, this
Or like
was
they say, take a wrong turn.
yeah, this was all I had tonight. Unless y'all want to go back and review the other video.
No, I gotta go to bed because I have a meeting tomorrow early in the morning. But
Okay.
thank you guys
It's
for
for it's
this.
for already morning for me, unfortunately.
Oh, is it? It's
Huskilla,
almost.
I didn't hear Huskilla and Muskilla. What did you think about this topic and the review of the two videos?
Yeah, I didn't have much to say. I mean, he did make some valid points and everything. I mean, he went through some shit and he somehow persevered through it. But I do agree that we live in a world that doesn't sympathize for men, so I can understand his feelings. But I believe when you have a wife, a loving wife, mind you, a good woman, you should be able to vet to that person. But no, society has taught us men over the last couple decades to just be tough, be hard, no matter what. I just think as we get older, we have to have some discernment as far as who to show that to and who not to. Like the gentleman next to me said, depend on how there's only so far you can go with being, I don't know, vulnerable towards a woman. You're just bitching and moaning about every goddamn thing. Okay, that's a problem. Grow the hell up and understand life is tough. Sheesh. I ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like you said, you lost his job. It's devastating. You got bills to pay. What we gonna do? That may be something worth bringing up. Or you lost a family
Yeah.
member. That's definitely different.
Yeah, so I think that I understand where he's coming from, but to me it seems like it's really male ego centered.
It
And
is.
yeah, and at some point, sometimes we got to let that go if we want to be able to build something with somebody because, because I felt like that could have been when she broke down, that could have been a spot where, he could have been vulnerable and she could have been vulnerable and he could have helped her through the situation. But just to disregard it, I didn't, yeah, that I was really sad. I almost like cried when he said that and he was like stern on it. It's just like, how do you shut a mother out of motherhood because she broke down? Yeah.
It's because, like I was telling you earlier, when you grow up in a toxic environment that tells men you're weak because you show emotion, that's how. Because he viewed her as weak because she was showing emotion. He viewed her as no different than him. So why would I show you anything and nobody gonna show me any, consideration? So I'm not gonna show you any either. I'm just gonna get to work. And he lied about it. He there is no way in hell he did it all by himself. Nobody, she never changed another diaper. Lies. I don't believe that. She never put the baby clothes on. Lies. I don't believe that. She never took the child to school. Lies. I don't believe that, because there are going to be times, especially if you work in 2 jobs or 3 jobs or whatever, where something's going to come up. Does that not happen, creative?
Yeah.
Things come up. And so now I'm not able to do it. So it's just like, that's ludicrous to say. So I ain't believe none of that shit at all. I'm calling, what do they
One
say?
thing
I'm
for
calling cap.
Yeah, that was cap.
one
Because
thing for sure,
later on, when I was arguing him about it, he was like, "No, she was still there. She was helping out."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Why? Then why did you say it like that?" Like, and he didn't understand the way he said it. But
one thing for sure, and a place that I definitely didn't show my emotions was in my time in the army.
Yeah, but that's different. You got to be a certain way in the army.
Yeah.
But no, that was it. Thank you guys for coming up. This is supposed to be like a short live. I think we did it. We only did 2 hours. I'm happy.
Yeah.
2 hours is not short, my dear. Not short at all.
That's not long
Also,
enough.
you know what? I want to also say something. Who I forgot who between you two asked me. They said to me that what I said sounds violent. If that in here, it's not considered violent. Just
in
saying.
Where?
In here.
In Hill? What's that?
In here. In where I am in Israel.
Oh,
in Israel.
So
Yes,
violence is
I'm.
considered violence in your country?
No, if you want to see violence, you can go to an Arab village. Then you will see violence.
No, what I'm saying is, you're saying that violence isn't considered violence to you?
No, I said to say that. I said.
I heard what you
to
said.
say that. Yes, to say to somebody that if you will say that in where you live, then people will beat them up for it. That it's not violence to say that.
It's violence to do that, is all I was ever saying.
Well, the same thing will happen if somebody will say the N-word in your community.
No, it's
in the
not
hoods.
true.
No,
You asked us earlier, and we told you no. I'm not about to fight somebody because they said a disrespectful word.
maybe not you, but the average person in the hoods.
No,
what he will do?
No, they don't. They don't. They have all kinds. They say that word in all kinds of songs. Nobody's fighting about that. You got to learn that there's a point in life where you got to take back your power. So I'm not going to give you power over me and how I respond to some dumb shit you say. That's dumb. So I'm gonna be violent against you because you said some dumb shit. I'm gonna let you be dumb. Period. I'm not gonna respond to the ignorance. I'm bigger than that. I'm an adult, right? So I'm gonna have an adult response. And an adult response is not being violent. Being violent means you've lost control of your emotions. That's a fact. That's it. That's all. But you guys have a good night. I'm glad you guys came on the panel. I respect y'all's opinions or whatever, even if I don't agree with it. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Bye, creative.
All right, we're about to close out the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your girl, Creative Solutions. Appreciate everybody. I'll be back in here for my next one. Well, catch me in my next one. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'll figure something out. You got something you want to add, Chanel? I think Chanel left the building, but yeah, I think the next topic I want to talk about might be what is it? Maybe stay-at-home dads. Yeah, I might do a topic like that. But anyway, it's your girl, Creative Solutions. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on my next one.
Love you.